Hello, I welcome all of you, the viewers of the IMRAN Academy. I am discussing with you mathematics of 10th class science group, Punjab textbook board, Lahore. And the chapter that we are discussing is chapter 1, and today we will see its review exercise, that is miscellaneous exercise. So let's start. This is the miscellaneous exercise. First question is multiple choice questions. 4 possible answers are given for the following questions. Tick good to the correct answer. The first question is, first part of this question, standard form of quadratic equation is. Which is the standard form? Is this the standard form? No. Is this the standard form? Is this the standard form? Is this the standard form? In the standard form we have this is the standard form. In the standard form we have first term as in which the variable is raised to power 2. The second term is in which the variable is raised to power 1, and in the third term the variable is raised to power 0, or there is no variable, only the constant term. So this is the standard form of the quadratic equation. Next question is the number of terms in a standard quadratic equation is. So the number of terms here that we can see is 1, 2, 3. So the number of terms are 3. The number of methods to solve a quadratic equation is. कितने तरीक़ों से quadratic equation solve की जा सकती है? तो वो हैं जी 3. Number 1 by midterm package, which is also called factorization. Number 2 by completing square, and number 3 by using the quadratic formula. Next question is the quadratic formula is. Quadratic formula, what is the quadratic formula? The quadratic formula is x equals minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac over 2a. So this is the right answer for the quadratic formula. Two linear factors of this equation are. इस इक्वेशन के 2 लीनियर फैक्टर क्या हो सकते हैं? तो मैंने आपको तरीका बताया हुआ है. जस्ट राइट 2 parentheses. Here we have x square, so write 1x here and 1x here. Multiplying x with x we get x square. Now we want 15. The two factors which when multiplied becomes 56 and which one added become 15. So 56 can be written as minus 7 minus 8. 8 sevens are 56, minus minus plus. And when we add these numbers, minus 7 and minus 8 becomes minus 15. So this is our answer. The answer is at C. An equation which remains unchanged when x is replaced by 1 over x is called. An equation which remains unchanged when x is replaced by 1 over x is called reciprocal equation. Is it exponential equation? Is it reciprocal equation? It is radical equation. Is it radical equation or none of these? I think it is called reciprocal equation. Let's move to the next question. An equation of the type is called, here it is called an exponential equation because 3 is raised to power x. This power is also called exponent. So this is called an exponential equation. Next question is the solution set of equation 4x square minus 16 equals 0 is. You can take 4 as a common factor, then this 4 will be divided by 0 and will become 0. Then we have x square equal 4, and you can take the square root, then x becomes plus minus 2. तो सॉल्यूशन सेट में हम लिखेंगे, ब्रैकेट के अंदर लिखते होते हैं प्लस माइनस 2, ये ब्रैकेट में आ जाएगा, तो जो ब्रैकेट के अंदर है वो आपका आंसर है. दिस इज़ द आंसर, प्लस माइनस 2 इन द पैरेंथेसिस. एन इक्वेशन ऑफ द फॉर्म इज़ कॉल्ड, ये इक्वेशन जो है इसे हम क्या कहते हैं, it is also called reciprocal equation. Because dividing by x square does not change the equation. So it is called a reciprocal equation. ले जनाब, we have actually we have answered all the questions in question number 1. Next question that we have is write short answers of the following questions. The first question is solve x square plus 2x minus 2 equals to 0. For this I need a register to solve these questions. So I'll get rid of the book from here and place a register so that we can continue solving these questions. Okay, so let's solve these questions. Exercise that we are going through is miscellaneous. Exercise. Chapter is 1, and question number that is to be dealt with is 2. Write short answers of the following questions. Question number 1 is solve x square plus 2x minus 2 equals 0. To solve this question, I have to choose from 3 methods. One is by midterm breakage, the other is by completing square, the third one is using the quadratic formula. So first one cannot be applied here because it cannot be factored. Let's try the second one. I I have taken the constant term to the other side. Alternatively, you can say that I have added plus 2 on both sides. Now, I am adding I have taken this number and divided it by 2 and taking the square of it and adding on both sides. This factor is actually 1. So I am adding 1's square on both sides. So this becomes first term taken from here, sine is taken from here, and the second term is taken from here, and this becomes a complete square. Here I have 2 plus 1 square is 1. So x plus 1 squared equals 3. Now I'll take the square root. Taking square root on both sides. So this is the answer. So the solution set is -1 plus minus under root 3. Let's move to the next one. Question number 2 is solve by factorization. So this is the question. 5x square equals 15x, and we want to solve this by factorization. Five x can be taken as a common factor. 5 threes are 15. So here 5x is equal to 0 and x minus 3 is equal to 0. Here x equals 0 over 5, x equals 3, x equals 0, x equals 3. So the answer is 0, 3. That is, the question is solved. Now we will move to the next one. Next question is write in standard form 1 over x plus 4 plus 1 over x minus 4 equals 3. over x plus 4 plus 1 over x minus 4 now cross multiplying. I have just taken the LCM. X minus 4 x plus 4 equals 3 into x plus 4 x minus 4. Here minus 4 and plus 4 can be cancelled out, so we are left with 2x. Here we can apply x multiplied by x becomes x square, and plus 4 and minus 4 cancels out, so that there is no middle term. Or if you want to just write it, you can write it as, and it will be cancelled out. So we have x square minus 16. Just multiplying it, 3x square 48 just arranging the terms. This is the answer. This is the standard form of the quadratic equation. So this is our answer. Next question is write the names of the methods for solving a quadratic equation. नहीं जी, क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन के आपने नाम लिखने हैं, तो कितने नाम होते हैं? नंबर 1 फैक्टराइजेशन, नंबर 2 कंप्लीटिंग स्क्वायर, and number 3 is using the quadratic formula. So these are the 3 methods to solve a quadratic equation. Let's move to the next question. Next question is solve 2x minus 1 over 2 squared equals 9 over 4. So two x minus 1 over 2 squared equals 9 over 4. द स्क्वायर ऑफ फर्स्ट, अच्छा इसको हमने सॉल्व ही करना है। I am just taking the square root on both sides. So it becomes 2x minus 1 over 2 plus minus 3 over 2. 2x is equal to 1 over 2 plus minus 3 over 2, which becomes 1 plus minus 3, and 2, this 2 can also be taken to the other side, and it becomes 1 plus minus 3 over 4. So what we have here, x equals 1 plus 3 over 4 and x equals 1 minus 3 over 4. It becomes 4 over 4, and here it becomes minus 2 over 4. 1 minus 1 over 2 after cancellation, like this. So the solution set for this question becomes 1 minus 1 over 2. And let's move to the next question. Question number 2, sixth part. Here again we have a question to solve. So this is the question. Let's see what can we do with it. Squaring both sides. Three x plus 18 equals x square. X square minus 3x minus 18. X square minus 3x minus 18 equals to 0. So it became a quadratic equation, and it can be factored out as 6 3s are 18. X can be taken as a common factor between these two terms, and between these two terms x can be taken as a common factor. So we have x minus 6, x plus 3 equals to 0, x minus 6 equals to 0, x plus 3 equals to 0. So x becomes 6 and x becomes minus 3. So the solution set is 6 and minus 3. Okay, that's it as far as solution of the solution was concerned. Now we have some definitions. The first question, next question is, define quadratic equation. Define quadratic equation. And the answer to this question is an equation which contains the square of the unknown, that is variable, but no higher power is called a quadratic equation. For example, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. That's it. Inshallah, we'll see each other in the next lecture. Till the next lecture, it's goodbye.